Okay, so I'm going to start cleaning up some of the rig here. Some of the things I can do, like this, the foot on this side here. So maybe a little trick, here, let's zero that out, Boop. Is notice that this controller has all these things on it, this one doesn't. I can just go ahead and let's delete this one. I'm just going to copy that piece of information. Okay, and let's get rid of that. Take this, make a duplicate, group the duplicate, grab the scale tool, hold down J, flip it to the other side, edit, ungroup. It gets rid of the group off of it. I can probably go in and if I middle click it up here, I can drop it in and parent it there. Boop. And right. There we go. Okay, so those are renamed, and now this has the same controls as it does on the other side. The scale, I gotta freeze that thing. Okay, great, it's frozen out, it's gone. And then I gotta go in and set up the rest of my leg and hook up all the set-driven keys again. That's boring to watch, so I'm just gonna do it. Actually, I'm just gonna mention something too. I'm in the middle of doing this thing offline, and I noticed that I should point out that the foot groups over here, so all this grouping we did on the feet, I'm just going to go into modify prefix hierarchy names, and I'll do capital L underscore bloop, there, and I'll take this other one, see it calls foot group 1. I'll go and modify prefix hierarchy names, and I'll put an R underscore boom, and I just have to take that one little thing, take that one off the group, and I've just copied and pasted them so one's identifying left and the other one's identifying right. Otherwise you'll get confused. Okay, I'll stop. Okay, and I'm just going to check out the feet. I've done all the controls. I did one thing maybe a little bit different. If I select both controls, like their toe wiggles work, okay, great. Their foot rolls, okay, work. And then for the toe swivel, I make them go in opposites. Same thing with the ball swivel here. I make them kind of go in opposites because, I don't know, I kind of like this. Okay, heel swivel, like that. Just kind of makes sense to me they go in opposites. Otherwise, it's kind of like they're skiing all the time, and it just gives you a few more options, right? So you can do it whatever way you like. You might even have some kind of setting that switches this on and off between two different ways of setting up the feet. Okay, so the feet are good. Those are parented into the God control, right? So if I grab the God control, there we go. The back is in here. These things are independent. This back moves around without moving the other things. Then I'm going to try to hook up the arm on the other side. Anything else I got to worry about in here? For the arm, I'm just going to go up here and take a look what we got. There's the shoulder with the dirty groups. You know, it might take me a moment to get everything exactly the same here. I'm just going to hide this. I'll take this shoulder dirty group here, and I'm going to make a duplicate. Okay, I'm going to see if I can do the same trick I did before. Group the duplicate, hold down J, flip it to the other side. Now we're going to have some problems here because there's going to be all sorts of negative values associated with this. Okay, you might notice that you could, because I got a negative value in the scale here, an interesting thing that happens is they do work on opposites when you do that. So you might like that. Okay. But some people don't. They want them to be exact. So what I'm going to have to do instead is just take this thing. I'm going to have to freeze out everything. And I've just got everything basically in position for this group. I'll just take it and I will parent it back into the back control here. Boink. I'll get rid of that group. It just helped me move them over so they're in the exact same position. And yeah, we're going to see that, yeah, this thing's zeroed out, but the dirty group that's associated with it has also been, I've nuked it out, so I might have to go in here and slowly pop them back in or something like that. But let's see what else. This has got all the set-driven keys from when I created it over here, so that helps. And I might want to identify this as the modify prefix hierarchy name, capital L underscore. And I'll take this one here. I think I can use everything that's here, so It's just a matter of doing some freezing and unfreezing, all that crap. Modify prefix hierarchy names, capital R, underscore, enter. I'll get rid of that little one that's right there. Boink. And yeah, it's going to be kind of tedious, so I'm not going to make you watch, but I'll set these all up. Okay, so now they're all hooked up. Okay, they're parented into place. All my controllers are in place. Anything else I got to do in here? Maybe. Something I might want to worry about, organizing this a little bit more. Got our I interest group in here. That's been constrained. And I got the God control here. The joints don't have a group on them, so I'm going to group that. I'll call that skeleton underscore crap underscore group. Great. So then I got the I interest group. I've got these foot groups in here, the geo group. Just going to move this up here so it kind of looks somewhat organized. So these other things like the foot groups and the interest group, we don't really want to have access to that again. So I'm just going to group those, and I'm going to call this do not touch underscore group. Okay, so that's part of the do not touch group. And the controls, I forgot to do this. Control G, control underscore group. Okay, so I always kind of have a tendency to geometry, skeleton, controls, and then do not touch. Grab all those and group them, and that's my master group. Okay, and then when I click on it, I open up, there's those subgroups, and I can open up everything on there and take a look at it if I want to. Skeleton group. I might even decide that, you know what, I really like it when I grab this controller, and when I scale it, I like it when it scales properly. See, it's not scaling properly. If I grab this controller here, hold down control, and I select the skeleton group, I can put a scale constraint on it. Okay, and just check it out. Does it work? There's some kind of problem here with those freaking IK handles down there aren't working. There's something acting weird in there. So that probably means I need to grab the control group, hold down control, and select the do not touch group as well, and put a scale constraint on that. And let's just see what happens now when I grab it. Everything scales fine. Okay, so that's it. And then I've got to do blend shapes. So this is just the rig cleanup, and then on to blend shapes.